This is a coat rack of the future and of the past that I made out of some scrap that I have. What did I use this for? Oh, I think I inlaid this into a piece of furniture. When you are searching on the internet to buy metals, you'll see them come in sheet, flat, round, bar, tube, rectangle, hexagonal tube. This brass bar is 1/8" by 1/8". And you can see that, like, literally, I can bend it just with your 2 fingers, just like this even. So it does well for any kind of project where you might want to bend something into a cool shape. So I've got this piece of brass that is at 48 inches long. I'm going to mark this off into sections of 3, into thirds first, because we end up with 3 major sections here that are repeated. So the first section would be 1/3 of 48, which is, great job, you did the math. All right, so we're gonna say a 16/32. So I've got it off into thirds, and now I'm gonna take those third sections and break those down again into halves. I'm gonna use a different color tape, some red tape, so that you can see it. When you bend something like this and you wanna get a nice rounded sort of bend and not just a crease, you have to bend it over something so that it will spread evenly. I've got this clamp, but you could use a broom handle or your friend's wrist or fingers or anything to just try to, like, stretch it over, okay? I'm gonna start by bending it on my white tape marks, and I'm bending it over the clamp because you can see when you use something round to bend it over, you get this nice radius curved instead of a weirdo kink looking thing. Then, when you go to bend this second one down like this, use your body. You just gotta get loose, baby. Just get loose, you know? Then we're gonna bring this section into here now, like this, and try to keep it as straight as you can. And we're gonna do the same thing with this one. So these 2 in the center have to come up, and then this one has to come up, and you're done. And to do that, I'm gonna mark them sort of semi-centered, and now I can bend this down like so. So the next thing is to attach balls to it, to the ends, because these are kind of sharp. So it's kind of hard to try to drill something like this, like, because it tries to move around. You can hold it in your hands, but you run the risk of, you know, kind of going through and stabbing yourself. So you can use a bit like this. It's called a Forstner bit. You use bits like this when you have a big diameter of something that you want to drill, and you're not trying to just go straight through to make a hole, you're trying to make a cavity. So I'm just doing this, about like that, okay? Then, when you go to drill this thing, it'll sit in that little hole, look at that. See, we just made a jig. That's what this is called, jig. Oh! So we're just gonna hold that in there like that. I'm just eyeballing where the center of this is because it's just not really important. If anybody ever comes into your house and looks at your coat rack and is like, I don't think you drilled that perfectly in the center, you need some new friends. You can eyeball it pretty close, and it's a sphere, so sort of wherever you go in the center is gonna be centered. Wood has the propensity to get dirty, so before I stick it on this, I'm gonna wipe it with a little oil. You just take this. I don't even think that you really need to glue it if you use the right size bit like I did. It's actually pretty snug and it's never coming off. But if you don't have the right size bit, that's cool. You can just glue it. Then use a scouring pad to just wipe it, and you can see, I mean, it really doesn't take that much to just clean it off. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't like the way that when I put this on it, it looks too shiny, it will turn yellow again because it's brass and it oxidizes. Listen, children, this is a hydrogen molecule, and if you'll notice the bonds that are made between the two, this is cool. I'm really excited about this. Okay. Well, if you like this one, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Somewhere below where the subscribing is,